I'm a bona fide racing expert, you know.
This ain't my first rodeo.
I'll see you soon, man, I promise.
I hit the jackpot.
Always faster than a pink.
I've been in tons of races. You know I'm a professional racer, right?
During the phase of flashing to the breastplate, was there liking of the words?
I assure you I'm up to the task.
This song has all the energy of so many people like that. Actually, people don't like that. Mashy and Booger is supposed to have a full song, but let's figure pass out.
Find out more to tell me.
What do you want? Number 3, Isaac Jacob. Before Mr. Double Q, he
My name is
it was Isaac Jacob.
Strange assignment? You bet.
Ironically, Henry Therapy. I'm not sure what was worse
I take my duties very seriously.
Morning. She needs a mirror, maybe.
I want to race. I tried.
I'll win the race, yada yada, fine print, boilerplate,
That's
boom. We good?
There is a quiet violin in the background, but you can barely hear it over that track.
I'm
Let's get
so
this over
busy.
with. You know, you can all that and stop that in order to stand still. So, can I really be counted? Then I say, if I intentionally for a code, will that mean it seems good? Number 2, the shot texture. It might come as a surprise, but after the shot texture is unforgettable big deal, you should actually get. However, the fans had clearly given out on a shot texture, and due to the song is good.
My powers exceed.
So, I can race today. I believe what you're trying to say is...
Excellent choice.
Well, request granted.
I'm ready for anything.
Well,
Let's play.
brothers, you're the issue I want you to she didn't say what
That's a cheat.
I think he's right. I did to the truth. Can't have you seen me again.
You'll never see me coming.
Don't worry, I'm on the case. I know we can do this.
What are we waiting for? Let's go.
Don't worry, I can handle it.
Try to keep up. Now this is curious. I've got pretty cool power. Let's do this. Let's go.
I am professional.
Oh, it's actually. I can't wait to see how this turns out.
Excuse me.
You came to the right place.
Yay, and sweet. That's me.
I can still scare if I want to. I must take matters into my own fists.
Patience. Or questions. Answers.
My conquest has begun. They'll rule the day. What?
Let's rock.
Ever since 2020, society's become much more of a human world compared to the past. I wonder how life would have been if we never had the COVID lockdowns and everyone didn't become mentally deranged from it. Because the stuff that happens now online is stuff we would think would never happen on the internet like 5 years ago. And this past year or last year, there's been listening to people that I'd say have become the face of boomers. Boomers might be some nice little words.
Will never be defeated.
And that
Here,
looks
there be
like
monsters.
who are they? I've never heard of them. Once you start remembering these old intros, that's when it's
We having a
I don't know, of course, because they're like super trendy and you can see them on Twitter and everything. But I just feel like people start knowing people who shit it out, and that's when you're like, oh, it's kind of women right now have single-handedly set back feminism like 100 years. Lily Phillips is a woman's man trader that started her account back in 2020 when she was 19. It's crazy to me how it's 19, and you know what's so sad? I know a lot of women on the internet that were famous when they were like 17 or like a minor. When they turned 18, depending on the type of content they made, they didn't know if they opened up OnlyFans, they would make hundreds of thousands of dollars because there's a market of men that wait until minors turn 18 immediately to think that's okay. And if you are waiting for a minor to turn to an adult to think it's okay to do weird shit like that, you need to think about it. For you to now be to turn 18 and start an 11. I remember when Mad Baby did it a couple years ago and everyone was so shocked at the now
How does this thing work again?
To get work done at 17. How each other have no on James numbers? My duck come at me for this time of year.
Gentlemen, take a walk.
You cannot be judging girls for their body count. I think it's only fair for people to want low body count.
You can't win up, girlfriend.
Oh, I assure you, my intent.
Mickey Mouse, at your service.
I hope I get to visit new places.
Series about so-called restricting boundaries, but it was being so popular. Since the franchise began in 2010, it's repeatedly been taking a little mistake. People, something for
I'll show him who's boss.
that's sitting in the ring for itself. And out of all these heroes, so over the past few months, Sophie Ray has gotten exposed with a whole bunch of new allegations. Not only has she been allegedly scamming mentally ill men on her OF, but she's also been trying to explain the hardships that come from her job and lying about her income of over $100 million, which she's made in around 2 years. Now, the more Sophie posts about all these things on the internet and tries to explain herself, the more people criticize what she does. As her job is completely equal and the practices she allegedly does to make her money are even more disgusting than that. And today, I'm going to be going over everything. So, if you guys subscribe
Just like on the lights
Where
am I and what am I
Spotify
doing?
and
This
Apple
challenge,
already,
steam
let's get
powder?
right into the video.
I'd like to see. Hello.
It's, you know, family and stuff, but you actually break
I
that down
suppose
to
my
saying
life
that
isn't very provincial
if you're
anymore.
doing something you put down memory lane to the latter end of last year where I spoke about this girl and she built her career and getting
Come on, come on. While wasting time about to revolutionize the racing industry.
You won't be disappointed.
publicly declared that plastic surgery doesn't work. But then, out of nowhere, there's a new job to a dedicated fan base. A fan base of which,
I'll
by
show
the way,
who's
was
boss.
built upon the premise
Nothing
that
scares
racing
me.
was
The seeds are mine.
I'm prepared for whatever. I'll do what's right. Forever. I was born ready. I'm nobody's antique. Hey, nice wine.
Got any critters that need wrangling?
There's no time to lose.
Whoa, check this sheriff out.
Followers, stopped the body positivity content, and naturally, ever since has kind of fell off the radar. Until my friends very recently, she seems to
You can always count on me.
What do you say I lead and you follow? Stick with me, you'll be fine. This'll be fun.
This is sort of like a horse carriage, right? I hope everyone stays very safe.
Finish line, here I come.
Felix, I'm not gonna feed you. Not to. Yeah.
Watch where you're going. Easy as counting sheep.
Whoops.
Mess with the shepherdess, you get the crook. I'm nobody's antique.
Loads of followers.
I won't let you down.
Your natural body than plastic surgery isn't the way forward, and then you get plastic surgery and you can't even be honest you've done it because you're insecure. I guess when that happens, there's no way but down. And you might as well, yeah, you might as well. You might as well start standing by your off the back, yeah? Oh, it's really not done. I'm not going to play the audio for that going because you don't want to get copyright struck, but there's so many things I want to say about this. First of all, the bubble blower needs to go. Okay, you're not a child. Look, yeah, Alex, I am standing in a room full of collectibles, right? Before anyone wants to try and point out the so-called double standards. But, you know, the difference is, I'm not here to sell now as a boss. There's just something so weird about women selling their OF under this kind of character of being a empty-headed, girly cop who has nothing going on in her brain. But as a kid, as a child, you know, the bubbles and stuff. It's just weird, I'm sorry. And again, usually when I point stuff out like this, people think that it's so hard and saying to me let go. I can't just sat in a room full of toys, right? The difference is I'm not doing it myself online, so it's not really relevant, is it? I don't care if you want to be blowing off all these bubbles and having fun. Why are you comparing this with the sentence, my brain cells is becoming a bot? Basically, the joke here is that she's becoming a bot, she's got no brain cells left. It's actually really misogynistic, which is funny because you're saying this about yourself. You're calling yourself empty-headed. Now, I'm not going to say anything about that. I haven't got any comments on that. But it is interesting that you would describe yourself that way. Like you're some airhead now that you sell your body and have big tits all of a sudden. It's just so strange. Where would you be before? You weren't like this before. And I think you're kind of giving that stereotype that women with big breasts are just that, women with big breasts. And are just boobs, essentially. You know, like that kind of trope where it's like the big bone and the big boobs and the airheaded, that kind of harmful stereotype. It's like you're playing into that for what? And it's interesting because none of this content, she didn't do any of this content before when she had a flat chest. So either this is a fake bit to sell her OS, or she's just, I don't know what this is. It's just weird. My brain cells. Yeah, okay. Why are we infantilizing ourselves? Why are we doing this? We've seen this too many times, mate. We get it. I'm so young and small and naive and innocent, and my brain cells all over the place. And I tell my body it has to be real. We're never making it out the paper. Okay? I'm going to have to blur that. Thank you. I'm not going to play the rest. In case you didn't get the joke, she's got something she knows to pretend that they don't know each other while he's looking at her away. It's a way to connect her. Someone said in the comments, this is so fake. No thanks, mate, but I think that one's a woman. Yeah, that's the point. It's a little bit of marketing. And the sad part is, people will be making a lot of money. That's the sad part, because men are easy, and I really don't understand. There's not much to say, is there? Doing fake tits to make you like, wow, you've really swooped to a new low. Okay, first of all, it was building a lovely, lovely community of people who have been encouraged to embrace that flat chest, because a lot of women are born that way. Thinking your own words, you say that plastic surgery doesn't solve problems, it actually creates more in the long run. Not only did you do that, which I think already is a pretty big thing, but then you lie and said that you got plastic surgery because it's funny. It's I guess that plays into that I'm such an airhead trope. She's trying to do, I think that's funny. A lot of people said to me when I did the video about Clara the first time, why do you care so much? Why do you care so much if she does with her body? It's not that I care that she's got a boob, okay? We could go into the ins and outs of the ethics of plastic surgery, we could do that, but I don't think it really is important in this conversation, because I think it's also important to note that when I'm talking about stuff like this, I'm not saying that it's women's fault for feeling the pressures of society of giving them plastic surgery, right? But what I am saying is, it is your fault to tell your impression of your audience that you've got plastic surgery for fun, and not because you didn't like your body. There's nothing wrong with being honest that you didn't like your body, and, you know, no matter how hard you tried, you just didn't want to feel this insecure anymore. And yeah, you probably would have still got hate, but unfortunately that happens when you build your platform on a certain set of principles. It would be like if I built a big platform of the word talk about, and then I dropped it away, and then private, and then I told people, why do you care when I remove my body? That's such a strong man of an argument. Nobody is saying actually the boob just because she got the boob job. It's the fact that she lied about it and told people she did it for fun. Teaching young women that you're doing it for fun and that it's not really a big deal. Going into the time is a big deal. I don't care what people say. Oh, should we normalise this bit line? If you're wearing makeup, what's the difference? People even comparing it to my piercings. Some morons telling me that my piercings, what's the difference because they leave permanent holes. Newsflash, they don't leave permanent holes. I've had piercings in other places in my face that have come out and they haven't left permanent holes. You've never seen a permanent hole in my face. You can't see a hole in my face where I have a piercing. They don't leave permanent holes unless you stretch them, for example. And talking about piercings, on someone who has never told people not to get piercings, it's ridiculous. Right now, if you were the buyer and said, wow, don't get piercings, ruins your body, and then I got this. Sometimes people's arguments are just so poor. I assume it's because I don't think haven't thought it through properly, or they're just speaking. I'll probably go with both of them, to be honest. You can't build an audience based on a set of beliefs. Well, you can. Here's the thing: you can do whatever you want. No one's stopping you. As people can see, but you can't expect people not to criticize. Oh, why is Mary? You just think of all the ridiculous millions and millions and millions and millions of her followers. The girls who have black vests who follow her, who feel better about themselves. Now, yes, I know it's vulnerability entirely, but you have to be honest. You have to be honest. Oh, God, you're not going to make it in my black chest. Simple as. You get it for fun, and now that I was showing this entire layer where it's like, you are genuinely just becoming really unlikable. And yeah, you know, people are going to not like that. Oh, you're saying that she's doing co-ashes? And like, yeah, actually, I am saying that she's doing co-ashes on my book because it's just so weird. Body positive, very nice, lovely, sweet, normal girl gets a boob job and all of a sudden Rhea thinks about OS and pretends to be younger than she is for money. Yeah. That's very likable. A lot of people ask me, why did you start with an F? I thought you were rich, and you come from a rich family, and you want me some money. Yes, that's true. I come from a family that always on the work, and I'll be fine for the rest of my life. And that's actually a really interesting element to this. So I didn't go to a rich family, right? But that makes a lot of sense now, because looking back at the reason she got a boot job in the first place and not worrying what that would do to her social media career, that makes a lot of sense. Because I, for a while, thought, why would you take that risk? You know, why would you take that risk for social media, doing the social media as a job? You're not worried about having a boot job and losing loads of followers. She really lost a lot of followers. I'm really not worried that that's going to affect her income. But if she doesn't need to work, if she needs to work, then okay. It's all starting to make a lot of sense. When you don't have to worry about money, because there are consequences, you could be as much of a kid as you want to be, because it doesn't feel good to hate you, drive you off, because you can live off someone's daddy. You know, it's as simple as. So I'm interested to hear what explanation she's given as to why she's done an OS. Or I'm making a name for myself with social media. She's made a name for yourself by building a platform offering people who look to you for reassurance about being born with a flat chest. Again, that doesn't have to be like that. If you built that career, you built that. Have a really good life. I am just rebellious. There's something inside of you're so rebellious. Rebellious is extraordinarily, you idiot. Oh my god, it's the opposite of rebellious. You're giving in to the patriarchy. I can't think of anything more not rebellious. You just bowed down and been like, yeah, here we are. This is what society wants of me. This is now my body. This is what men want. And now men are going to jerk off to me and come and say, look at my body and forget I exist a second later. Wow, rebellious. You know, think about the suffragettes, feminists that thought you are right. They're not rebellious. Clara Dow is the definition of rebellious when she gets her nipples out of OS. And then OS donate a massive sum of their money to the IDF. Wow, rebellion! So rebellious girly part. So, well, that's brain cells, yeah, I'm really seeing it now. Being in my blood, I can't change it. Something inside me just wants to go against every social norm. Oh my god, I'm cracking up. I'm cracking up. Social norm, hey, look around, hey, Bonnie Blue is 1,000 men in one day. Lily Phillips, 100 men. Then she did the skill challenge, or whatever it's called. You've got Julia Philippo pretending to be a child. You've got Camilla doing one of Camilla's. But you've got a house with the box. Don't talk to me about breaking social norms. You know, I would argue I'm breaking social norms by talking out against the industry, right? misogyny, extremism, even calling me a woman hater. People saying that I have women's blood on my hands. Correction, I have the blood of people who have been murdered by men on my hands. You know that I get messages like that every day in my DMs. I get hours and hours. The blood of dead women who work in this way is on my hands. You know? So I would say let's continue to post videos about this subject despite the absolute vitriolic hate I get against would be considered rebellious. I don't think you flashing the packages for some money that you don't need to because you literally have a rich family constitute as rebellious. What's the meaning of rebellious? Let me search it up and we'll see. Does Katara the cow fit into that meaning? Rebellious describes someone who refuses to obey rules or authority and social standards. Oh, yes, there's nothing more rebellious than there's nothing more like refusing rules than submitting to having manager above you for money. Yeah, wow, rebellious. Shut up. Okay, we're only 39 seconds into this 3-minute video. I'm so sorry, guys. I've got no patience today. Also, I'll talk more about it later. Can't really see. I think you take much there. We'll get onto that at the end. Will expect of me what I'm not supposed to do. I want to do that. In the beginning, when I first started out creating content, nobody was making flat checks of content, okay, on the internet. Nobody was making flat checks. Maybe some, but like not as many as I think. Guys, if you need someone to be your new black-chested person to look up to again, not quite where Carl was at, but I mean, it's weird. It was like, you haven't got much going on now. Alright? You need someone to look up to. I'm gonna go. We're not too much like that. Guess what? It's fine. It is fine. That's no. It does not matter. Alright? So if you're watching this video, I will say, fellow Walden Girl, well, we're more than our touch now, alright? We are more than our touch. We'll continue to love and looking. You'll spend it with this tape. And I really made it my thing. I loved it. I loved making such as a video, helping people feel better about themselves. And after 6 years of doing that, 6 years, 900 videos, of course, you would get bored. Of course, right? So I got bored, and I was thinking to myself, with my rebellious brain, what is people not extend from you? Shut up! You're so full of. This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Okay? Now I don't think you believe this. All right, this is the highest level of copium I have ever. Oh, I got bored of doing flat-chested content, and I thought, what could I do that is rebellious?
This is our marketing team. We run everything on Monday.com. And this is Michelle, the content manager, discovering that yet another major product update needs to go live on the website. Yesterday, luckily she found Monday.com's content calendar. Now she's in love. All her channels, files, owners, and timelines live in one visual workspace. Now Michelle can track creative progress in real time and see exactly what content is going where, all color-coded so everything makes sense at a glance. Plus, Monday Sidekick helps her brainstorm copy for new web pages and then auto-translate it to different markets. Oh, there's that smile again. It's the content calendar. Also, because the office is finally dog-friendly. Start a free trial today on Monday.com, the best AI work platform for any team.
I might be lost for words a little bit. I might be a little bit lost for words. And the answer is very obvious to me. A boot job. So that's exactly what I did. Even in the beginning, my family, in case anyone doesn't know or hasn't figured out yet, she got a boot job and she didn't like having a black chest. I don't know why we're pretending it's any other reason. Nobody gets plastic surgery for fun. Nobody does that. And there's no shame in being insecure. I talked about this last time. We're in such a world where there is high expectations on us for our body. Especially women. Now, women have dealt with our bodies being treated as trends. We used to be kind of heroin chic. We had the cake boss Is that name Kate Moss? My mom's name was, model, skinny, and then it was BBL stuff, and then it was no BBL anymore with big boobs, small butt, and then it's big butt, small boobs, and then it's a nose job, and then it's over. It's in and out of fashion, right? So I don't shame women for feeling like they need to submit to these beauty ideals. I don't think it's productive to shame women for saying, why would you do that, blah, 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 because it's very, very complex, especially because we think about stuff like gender affirming care, so if you're trying to start to get a boob job, for example, why is it any different to if a woman has a flat chest and she really wants a boob job, right, to feel gender affirmed? I can understand also the difficulties of that conversation because also women are not just boobs. If you're a woman who has more than equal tips, right? I think we all agree on that. That's about it's very complex, nuanced discussion to get into. It's not as simple as just saying you've got some plastic surgery, do that. But in this specific scenario, I believe that you have to follow standard ethical standards in situations like this, and not just the audience, because it's boring.
We were so against me doing fashion content, showing my proposed flaws on the internet, they were saying that, but that kind of gives me the satisfaction of going against what people want for me. I don't know if you can relate to this. There's like a rebellious side of me, and it's just there. It's just there, and it's just who I am. So after I did a good job, I tried out a bunch of different types of content, just having fun, right? So I did gym content, beauty content, lifestyle content, and I always fun doing that. And then after 1 year, it occurred to me, my rebellious side comes out again, and it's like, what's next, Clara? What's the next thing that you can do to challenge the norm?
So saying that,
and I realized that, you know what, I haven't tried being a boss. I haven't tried being the next on. And that, oh my lord,
you also haven't tried being a lawyer, or a doctor, or a builder, or an astronaut, or a swimmer, or a weightlifter, or a snooker player champion, or a darts player, or a tunneler, or I don't know, you don't do any of that. Why is it that you believe that it's either women focus on constant around their insecurities or they become a boss? Where's the middle ground? You don't really need to move on, do you? Quality, money. This is actually like so otherworldly. Like what the fuck is going on?
it's so terrifying, so stigmatized, that definitely as a rule, people don't like when girls do that.
Does it reason though? Okay, and then what women do? Kind of say, oh, there's one out there that will call you for doing this. But the men think, no, actually, babes, the majority of the men are dirty men. I actually want to say this is going through my head that it's difficult to go and they don't go. It is not rebellious to tell your money. I don't like anybody that's watching this and thinks, yeah, yes, me, fuck it. No, there's a lot of rebellious things. Yeah, really go hand on politics, really try and push a political agenda that you believe in. You could stand up for women's rights, you could stand up for the rights of people of color, I don't know. Do something rebellious. Stand up against MAGA, I don't know. Go on, what you call it, go to riots, go to protests. It doesn't say this.
And so that's why I did OS for fun. It's just who I am. This is who I am. Like I do things for fun. And I don't take life seriously. This is no way promoting OS or doing OS to any girl. In no way. This is my life. This is my life story, or this is my personal decision. This is definitely not cut out for most people.
There is this wave of OS girls now thinking that just by saying, oh, it's not for everyone, that this makes them so heroic. I'm genuinely saying it. And people will be like, relatable things. Like an OS girl will just say, this isn't for everyone, it has pros and cons. Okay, alright, yeah. But then that's all you're talking about, that's all your content. Just talking about your OS job. I don't buy it. Now you might say, Kate, but what do you want them to do? Because you're saying, you need to be honest about something. I just don't like the fleeting, oh, it's not very good comments. It feels like virtue signaling. It feels like you don't really care. Actually, maybe stuff like this might be influencing people, especially when you're not being honest about why you're doing it. Nobody does it for fun. No one does it for fun. And if you are doing it for fun, I honestly think you should get some help, to be honest.
people would not enjoy this job. But I enjoyed it.
The world is changing, and so is AGM. It's why more Australians are changing to solar, batteries, to electric vehicles, and updating to efficient all-electric homes to save on the bills. Discover how you can join the change with AGM.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It fits my personality. It suits me so much. And then I was like, damn, I wish I did this earlier. It's also funny because it seems to suit me so much now that I've got big boobs. But I think this is such a weird series of events. Flat-chested girl, very reserved, very nice, chill, whatever. Big boobs, oh well, all the suits your personality. Unless your boobs your personality, I don't really get what you're talking about. I enjoy it. But yeah, that's the reason. I'm not sure how long I will do it. To be honest, guess I'll do it as long as it's still fun to me. But I just want to have fun. Yeah, I just want to have fun. I know this is a great debate because she shows the fact that I was on it right. It's kind of, I don't know, this. What's the level of way to this? Because first of all, you didn't listen to it because it seems like you're an echo baby or anything. Second of all, you're going through that hard life and you the text 10 times. I just don't find that a little funny when there's so many women in this industry that have literally no choice and are making clothes. The joke here is what? You do our web for a tenner. That's a lot of people's reality, mate. There's nothing funny about that. Again, it's just more content to pass your life. Move was 15 days into the internet and loses it again. Why are you putting a random child in a countdown video of you wetting your clothes whatever? And people are saying, is that her daughter? I don't think it's her daughter, but it doesn't matter who it is. This is a video to promote your wedding. You'll start wetting your clothes, right? And that's not being amazing, trying to be sexy, that's the whole bit. And the first time about your wet, you'll put your child back. You have something so mentally not right. Like, I think we're losing reality of what's normal. And I think this is what happens when you do rape date content for a living. You lose track of what's normal. You lose track. I think she's just lost the plot. I think she's just lost the plot. Guys, you wouldn't believe what I got from you today. First, I can't wait to show you how much I made my first one. I got you guys. It is so no joke about everything. And $10 or something. I don't know, guys. I'm kind of sick of this now. It's like, can we have some before? She's so weird. Like, there's nothing really much else to say. Everything feels so weird. You went from being like a completely different person to this. There's just been this weird switch, and it hasn't really possible to tell which one was real. The who is the real you? Nobody knows. I'm done. Guys, I'm done. Thank you very much for watching. And I'm also, now on to and things like that. Did you find it? There I am. Did you finally give me a final 100k? And I've done a video for my second channel, which will be out of the unboxing, talking about it. By the way, just stay here. I'm really grateful. And I know I hit 100k ages ago, but here's the plan. Really grateful. And I could not have done it without you guys. And yeah, I just thought I'd never do something more because it's been a really crazy couple of years. I'm just so happy. Finally, get my everyone and just keep it nice and good. Alright guys, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
It's never going to be a good start when the mention of age comes up and you go from like a little bit push. That's probably not a very good start. Hello everybody, today we're going to be having a look at these two lovely people, Tasha Rico and Marco, whatever his name is. Two people in a relationship that probably shouldn't be. That sums up content creators, doesn't it?
Glad to be here.
From exposing degenerate kid streamers for harassing people in public, to completely burying the food one of the most popular gaming channels in Twitch history, they went through the worst career thing. I did the mistake. During the Northern Cup of the 800, Minion Zeros destroyed the careers of streamers after exposing them, starting off with Charlie, who actually almost canceled himself. The current controversy surrounding Charlie centered around one of Mr. Beast's longtime friends, David Chris Tyson, and after Chris was exposed for
track. Now I'll have you add the mojo.
Why are you doing stuff like that?
Well, actually, it's pretty fun. You should try it. You know, riding around and doing rumbling machines and whatnot. Very stimulating. And then, look at a new process called mojo mutations. I will use the stolen mojo to create a huge army of loyal mutants. Not really yet like you guys.
A bit longer. Yeah.
BW Big Monster. Shopping stock houses on thousands of product store. Company
All kinds of states. Because once we run into stuff, exactly what you were looking for. Not yet.
I need someone to come with me in my nanny again. I'm curious that it was who's next. Honestly, my nanny is so precious and needs good team too. It's been an entire 3 weeks, and for that I do apologise. I moved house out of Liverpool, out of the city. I then got ill for a week, and then I had no Wi-Fi. So that is why I haven't posted in a really long time. I deeply apologise, but yeah, I'm back. I'm back, baby. I'm back, and I'm better than ever. And today I thought it would be a perfect return video to look at the Katie Robertson situation for the 4th time, because she just keeps on giving. She just keeps on giving, and for that I am truly grateful to her. So if you saw my previous 3 videos on Katie, you will know that Katie Robertson is an OF woman on TikTok who rose to infamously, I guess, by telling everybody that she was part of the reason that Tommy Fury and Molly May broke up. Now, it's okay if you don't know who any of these people are, because I guess that's some of you are probably employed and have better things to do with your time. That's perfectly okay, okay? Because I'm here today to explain who these people are, very, very briefly before we get started. So you've got Molly May, who's an influencer, Tommy Fury, who is a boxer slash influencer. They were in a famous relationship, very big online relationship. They broke up. Katie Robertson, this creature, this girl, basically said that she was the reason that they broke up, because she claims that Tommy cheated on Molly with her. Now, you can look at Molly and you can look at Katie and make a healthy guess on whether you think that is true. But yeah, it turns out it wasn't true, because Tommy Fury then dropped this interview thing, basically saying that, yeah, he didn't cheat and he doesn't know where those rumours came from, and in fact, he was going through a lot. He was using alcohol as a coping mechanism, he was going through a really rough time, and yeah, he was quite upset that people weren't jumping to the conclusion that he was cheating, as would be if you're in a family relationship that ended because of a struggle you're going through, and you've got some absolute hog on social media telling people that I'm part of this, part of this, like you would be upset. So I thought today would be the perfect opportunity to look at Katie Robertson and see how she managed to respond to basically being a freak who has made up the perfect opportunity to locate Robertson and see how she managed. Well, maybe this isn't so bad. Baggy, this is tight too. Well, maybe this isn't.
Oh.
This ain't my first rodeo.
I am quite powerful. Keep to the cards. Always keep to the cards.
It's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Let's do this.
We have a headache.
I'm in the zone today. This track for sale? I'm in the market.
Any of you feel like surrendering early? No?
Let's do this.
Let's rock. Bucky. This Bucky fella is Bucky. It's evil. I agree. He is evil. How can you have you think you have cancer? Well, that was wrong, you mate. That's selfless of you to do that.
Warning. I've never felt much incentive to fight fair. Remember, take what you can. Get nothing back.
Discipline, strength, I have
This guy is this.
Hermes has nothing on me. Won't say I don't like it. Does this come with a laurel wreath or what?
That means quite a bit. He's now
Well, what do you know?
over the last couple of years and very slow.
Now this I can get behind.
Revelation that what he's been thinking is implying about a great many other things.
What the hell was wrong with him?
No other option.
Not to brag, but I really think
I'll hit every curve you throw at me.
This guy really is evil. You're right.
All the way back to his childhood. You see, he was born in the mid-70s to a mining living with his two siblings and two parents. He would describe his childhood.
Wonder how this thing handles. Anyone want some Hercules for the road? It's full of electrolytes.
What do you think about What do you think about the angriest player in Splatoon? Yeah, I don't like him either. He really is a nice bloke. Dude, you lost. I don't understand you're the angriest you're the angriest Splatoon player. But my goodness, there are kids here that play this. What? And you have no right to yell and scream and come out and freaking bullshit that you do. Jeez. Angriest Splatoon player. Angriest Splatoon player. No, that's not it. Angriest Splatoon. Angriest. Angriest Splatoon player. Anger Splatoon player. This is the Splatoon. This is one of my favorite games, but I'm talking about the this bloke. I can't stand this bullhead.
Geared and marketed towards small children.
This guy is a jerk.
This poor little girl is not
Aww.
specifically targeting this child.
What the hell? Oh! What a selfish, heartless bastard he is. And what a prick, too.
Well, what do you know?
Online ranked matches where players compete head-to-head for points that either increase or decrease their rank. Ranked Splatoon matches are the bane of his existence. In 2018, he began streaming them to his YouTube.
So this bullhead says you got so angry that you just make Look, you lost in two. You lost. All right. There are better players out there in Splatoon, and you just make this little girl is trying her best, and then you are just a nice bloke, mate. You need to do better, and then yeah.
I do not renege on a lay it on.
So you claim to become an angry player because you lost? Dude, seriously, everybody loses, but you need to just man up. If some of you defeat like a man and keep trying, and do not make some really silly comment and don't ever swear to a young lady, especially who is an 18-year-old or a little girl. What the hell is wrong with you? Now this poor little girl is upset now because you hurt her feelings. You jerk.
Don't mind if I do be do. Hey, don't nobody cheat now. No tickling. Delicious. Right on.
You sound like a robot every time you repeat yourself, you prick.
Right on. Everybody,
What a jerk. Well, he really needs to stop being so disrespectful and just accept that he's a bit like a man, you know? That's the problem. That really is the problem with these players. Look, I understand becoming a famous YouTube player and who loves playing games. We all love playing games, especially myself. But I usually, if someone beats me fair and square, I just give them a good clap, you know? But yeah, but this angry Splatoon player needs to do better and man up. Yeah, because he lost. And it's unfair for you to be just a nice bloke to be around with. You really need to become a better person because you scream at the top of your lungs. You just have a meltdown every time you won't win. Yeah, so basically this is so annoying for you, how just delusional you are, how nasty and selfish, because all you ever care about is the one you know, is this gets really complicated, freaking annoying how this fellow can be so annoying. And there's also these weird and nasty and really not nice elf girls too, who I don't like either. The elf girls. But it's so annoying.
Like you've never seen before. You're all in
I really don't like these type of girls because
This
yeah.
is Paraphraser, your go-to tool for writing that's sharp, clear, and ready for whatever.
But when Joey's wall destroys evil and
Yep.
Nothing to do with it. It's not just white males that are upset with you. You can't have any self-respect, at least self-respect for the people that have to shop. And
This was to drop her underwear in public.
What? You?
No, she's not putting me in the box. That's not illegal. That's not illegal. Mark is senior at the gym.
What the hell is wrong with these people?
Boy talk to influencers, starting with slowly big low bad for TV capital.
That is disgusting. You wear your underwear in different places? What the hell is wrong with you, young lady? That's disgusting and disturbing. You don't do something like that. And yes, I'm playing Yokai. He's one of my villains of Big Hero 6, and his ability is micro stuff. Yeah, he's actually one of the best characters. No, he doesn't talk, I'm sorry. He doesn't talk, but yeah.
Good luck, everyone.
That's a plot twist with him. His real name is... No, I don't want to spoil... Go see the movie and see what I mean. This guy is awesome. Who's going to be the final character to be playable? Probably Fred. Yeah, Fred or Wasabi. I think Fred or Wasabi could be the next final character. Yeah, this is what Yokai does. Yeah, Yokai's ability is kind of sick. And after this is finished, I might play as the next character, Mr. Pete, or Marco Goffel, who's also a fan favorite too. Yeah, these are the villains finally here in this Speedstorm. It's a free-to-play car racer. You can play as hero or villains in this beloved car racer. It's a car racer with all the heroes and villains. Yeah, Yokai just did that. Yeah, Yokai is really, really dangerous. He actually controls the microbots to his advantage. Yeah, this guy is really cool as a villain. Well, have you played Chunabog? I actually beat him. I defeated him in Kingdom Hearts, the first game. And he's actually one of the most amazing villains too. He's going to be a playable character very soon. And also Rex is going to be playable too, yes. Very soon. Yeah, I came third. Or second, I don't know. Yeah, I come second. This is fine, I know I came second. Yeah, I look at these characters, it's not easy. Nah, it takes a lot of skill and patience. I like some characters.
Hey everyone, Movie Sonic here.
Yeah.
Before we continue with the video, I want to give a quick reminder that if you are interested, be sure to hit that subscribe button.
Oh wow, there we go. That was... Yes! I finally got that. Yes.
Thank you all so much. Enjoy the video.
Welcome to the beach now. This is where the magic happens.
Huh.
This guy is awesome.
A lot of work is done in this way.
I finally got Gogo.
So, where are you taking? Exactly.
I really had the...
We call ourselves the Bees.
Members?
Yeah, it's not just
The Bees. Why does that sound like a narcissistic name?
Do you think that it must be very wrong?